Game 4, Eastern Semifinals. The Pistons have a battle ahead. Can they even the series at 2 games apiece? They know they can win, and now must rise to the occasion with millions of fans looking on as they square off against the Atlanta Hawks. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
2K Sports here to present you the NBA Eastern Conference Semifinals. It's Game 4, and one that could go down in the books. In this game, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4, with Duren at the center spot. Cunningham is out there with LeVert, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. And for Atlanta, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot, manning the middle. Here we go. And it's the Hawks to start out. Okongwu with a screen on Cunningham. Young for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, you know this is coming with Young on the court. He's always looking for his next 3.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. So it's the Pistons now after the basket by Atlanta. It's LeVert on the wing. Goes up with it again, and Duren lays it in.
Well, the numbers will show that Duren is one of the top offensive rebounders in the game. He is a high-motor player.
Now, here is Young. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Okongwu kicks to Johnson. Over Harris. Johnson can't hit.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Pass to LeVert. Fires the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Young from outside. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cunningham on the wing. Johnson sets the pick for Cunningham. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Cunningham.
An explosive player. Thompson has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Reza Shea in the corner. Daniels. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Atlanta again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Thompson finds Duren. And here's Harris from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Harris has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And the floor spacing that Harris provides is a key part of his game.
Over in the corner, Cunningham. Latre. And again, Detroit with the 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Jalen Duren is second.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Shea. He's covered by Thompson. Young outside. Just 5 on the clock. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here are the Pistons. This run now up to 13-2. Cunningham against Young. Cunningham looking around. Clock at 6. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Hawks trail by 10. And Young kicks to Daniels. Johnson sets the screen for Daniels. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Thompson outside. Cunningham on the wing. Off target with his 3. Man has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And here's the fast break. A nice shot by LeVert.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
All right, everybody, let's get hyped. It's time for the Hawks ball.
It's Young on the wing, covered by Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Shea, and stolen by Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
Johnson outside. Now Reza Shea. He's covered by Thompson. Okongwu with a screen on Thompson. Tipped away. Pass to Cunningham. Five to shoot. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here is Daniels, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. LeVert in the corner. Thompson outside. Harris passes to Cunningham. Now, here's Durham. A timely screen gave him a step, but he took it all the way.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Well, look, it seems like every time Jalen Duren is on the floor, he's looking to outdo himself, to raise his own standards as a player. I really like that about him.
Ball stolen. Fast break. Here we go. Lobbed up there for Johnson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Sometimes you just have to throw it up to an athlete and let him do the rest. That's a great finish for Johnson.
And Detroit with another turnover here. Here's Alexander Walker. Down low. Pass to Kennard. Hawks passing it around. Off target from outside. Pistons leading by 16. Picked his pocket. Here's Alexander Walker. And the three off target. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's Cunningham. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Johnson finds Kennard. Now, Alexander Walker. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Harris against Kennard. Here's Duren. Okongwu grabs the board.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And on the screen now is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of this postseason's assist leaders. Cade Cunningham 3rd. And, of course, Trae Young.
I think these two guys are having a little personal competition here in the playoffs to see who will finish with the most assists.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gaze checked in, and Newell subbed in for Johnson. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Now, Alexander Walker. Hasn't made one yet. Kennard on the wing. Poked away. Detroit leading by 18. Now, here's Stewart. Pass to Robinson. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Kennard. Back to Alexander Walker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Hawks shooting their first free throws of the game.
Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first free throw is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Dante's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jones is checked in. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. Pistons leading by 16. Pass to Robinson. Alexander Walker with the ball. Robinson picks him up. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Hawks shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Newell, he's checked in for the Hawks. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Klintman's checked in. Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. Here's Sasser, still without a basket. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Robinson passes to Holland. Here's Sasser to the paint. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Here's Alexander Walker. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll return shortly. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference Semifinals. And Stephen Clark, Pistons pretty much in control here.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
On the floor for Detroit, Marcus Sasser is out there with Robinson. Then there's Holland. And it's Green and it's Stewart in at the center. Here's Houston. Pass to Alexander Walker. Stolen by Robinson. Now Detroit moving it up. Stewart passes to Green. Now here is Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot from 20 feet away. Stewart misses. The Hawks trail by 15. Kennard, the pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Newell. Scoreless thus far. The 8-footer. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Gay's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Hawks. Pass to Holland. Nice ball movement by Detroit. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Newell. Now Alexander Walker. Now Kennard. Stolen away. Here's Sasser. There's the killer two-handed slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Gay, following the bucket by the Pistons to the inside. Houston, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For the Pistons, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Karis LeVert comes in for Javonte Green. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Marcus Sasser. At the top of the key, Thompson. Pass to LeVert. Thompson, a screen on Daniel. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Here's Rizachet. He's covered by Thompson. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Young against Cunningham. To the middle, here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Cunningham, a 6'6" point guard, built to operate in the pick and roll.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. 17-point game. They come into this one following a really disappointing game on Friday.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
The Pistons shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Asar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
Okongwu's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And a switcher also for Detroit. Duren, he's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. And he's good on the second. Here's Young. Pass to Rizachet. Back to Young. Three-pointer. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Cunningham on the wing. Six to shoot. Outside Robinson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pass to Young. It's stolen by Cunningham. LeVert in the corner. Outside Robinson. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Well, for his career, Duncan Robinson is about a 40% three-point shooter. So he's got a permanent green light.
Rizachet with it. Still scoreless.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Inside, it's tipped and stolen by Okongwu. Young against Cunningham. The Hawks again can't hit. And the Pistons with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Knocks it loose. Now Rizachet. Here's Gay. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gay's got 7.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Young against Cunningham. Robinson on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer, LeVert. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Rizachet. Duren with it. He's picked up by Rizachet. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Well, look at him get up. Cade has some hops now.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. making a change here. Johnson's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Harris is checked in for Duncan Robinson. The Hawks trail by 20. Outside Daniel. Shots it inside. Harris is there. And it's Risa Shea missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
On the wing, Harris. Covered by Johnson. 5 on the clock. Okongwu grabs the board.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done. Great D, affecting the shot, then crashing the boards.
And Thompson kicks to LeVert. Thompson the bounce pass. Cunningham. Atlanta with the rebound.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
On its way from Young for 2. Atlanta again missing.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Pass to Duran. Over Johnson. That one a little long. The Hawks trail by 20. Young, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 6 points here for Jalen Duran. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Daniels.
Sometimes Okongwu can finesse his way around you in tight. He's got nice touch around the bucket.
Three-pointer, LeVert. And it's Risa Shea with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pass to Young. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Now, here's Duran. He's guarded by Johnson. Duran, the pass to Cunningham. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Shot's good by Duran.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pass to Risa Shea. Back to Young. 56 seconds left in the first half. Looking to get it going. And Cunningham with the block.
You can see the length of Cunningham there, and his timing helped out on that block too. Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And Duran slams it in.
Now, any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now, here is Young. 16 seconds left now here in the second. And that one, good.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
Cunningham right side. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Detroit Pistons.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
Checking out how the Hawks are doing in this series. in good position in the series, but not so much tonight. Guys, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think they took their foot off the gas just a little bit. Feeling confident, but you got to keep working.
Yeah, you need to have that killer instinct. You know, when you got a team down, that's when you got to put them away.
Get them out of there. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
Detroit with the ball. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizashea. Johnson and Okongwu man the post position. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
The Hawks working the ball around. Johnson the pass to Daniels. Young from outside. Good on the triple. Young's got 8.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
LeVert the pass to Duran. At LeVert. Daniels with the steal. Rizashea with it. Picked up by Thompson. Count that one. He's got 10.
And you can tell Rizashea has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 13. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young outside. Johnson outside. Pass to Young. Over Harris. Young's shot is off. Detroit leading by 19. Thompson in the corner. Harris kicks to Cunningham. Harris a screen on Young. Cunningham against Young. Pass to Cunningham. Thompson outside, from beyond the arc. Out to Harris, fires the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Out to the wing. Here's Rizashea, covered by Cunningham. It's stolen by Harris. Knocked loose. Rizashea with the steal. Pass to Johnson. And here is Okongwu. Here's Rizashea. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Daniels against LeVert. Cunningham for 3. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 4th assist in this one. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Onyeka Okongwu is second. And, of course, Jaylen Duren.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Rizichet. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Cunningham against Young. And here's LeVert. Here's Harris. Unable to get that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. LeVert against Daniels. Johnson sends the screen for Daniel. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Atlanta with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. Back to Young. No good off the front iron.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Here's Young. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Young outside. Back to Rizichet. They need this. Okongwu chipped back in for 2. Okongwu's now got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, Okongwu has been stepping up his efforts on the offensive glass, and he's rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Now here is Harris. He's got 10. Cunningham. Second chance shot, and Thompson gets it to go. Thompson's got 11 points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Rizichet. Johnson surveying the floor. Young inside. Covered by Cunningham. Young's shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Thompson.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punching home like that.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Hawks.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Hawks. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Detroit. For three, Harris. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Ricochet. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got his 16th rebound on the night.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing. The craftiness on his finish helped Thompson grab the whistle on that play.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers, that they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
That free throw good from Thompson. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Ricochet. He takes it in.
Ricochet so talented with the ball in his hands.
The Pistons have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. It's stolen by Johnson. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Johnson outside. And here's Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over LeVert. Daniels, no good. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Team seconds.
Lots of ways Robinson can get to the basket. Defenses play him tight.
For Detroit, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, Robinson has heard a lot of criticism throughout the years, but the numbers show he's one of the most prolific three-point shooters in league history.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Houston's checked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Dyson Daniels. Holland, he's checked in for Detroit. Marcus Sasser comes in for Karis LeVert. Atlanta's shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Johnson against Harris. The Hawks working the ball around. Johnson outside. Kennard, the pass to Houston. From deep. It's hauled in by Stewart. The Pistons shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. And Howland gets it to go.
Nice pass by Stewart. One of those guys who will do anything to win.
Hawks shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Now, here's Kennard. Still yet to score. Alexander Walker with the ball. Robinson on him. Johnson for 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's stolen by Johnson. Houston passes to Kennard. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Houston. Back to Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Sasser. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Sasser. To the inside. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Drills the three-pointer. Alexander Walker's got 8.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference Semifinals. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Robinson is out there with Marcus Sasser. Then there's Paul Reed. Then there's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Holland in at the 3 spot. Here's Sasser following the basket by Trae Young. Can't connect from short range. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Team play. At the line for Atlanta, Houston taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. Pistons shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Sasser finds Stewart. Now Robinson over Kennard. Here's Stewart. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, Stewart is a physical player, one who welcomes the contact on the way up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
A 2020 first-round pick. Isaiah Stewart is a load at 6'8", 250. Is very intense. He's a guy you want on your side.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Atlanta's shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Kennard kicks to Young. Back to Kennard. Pass to Houston. 6 to shoot. And here's Young from the arc. It's hauled in by Lanier. Young's gone just 25% from the arc. 2 of 8. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Lanier. Takes the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lanier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Here's Sasser following the basket by Trae Young. Stewart with the screen on Kennard. Robinson for 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Kennard setting the pick for Young. Another miss by Young.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Holland. Houston with the rebound.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Young taking his time here. Another miss by Young. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Holland, the pass to Lanier. Here's Sasser, defended by Young. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Connects from 3-point range.
Well, what a find right there by Young. keeping his head on a swivel and spotting the perimeter shooter.
Down low. Here's Stewart. Rebound, Atlanta. Gay's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Detroit with the rebound. Stewart's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Sasser, defended by Young. Sasser with it. And he gets it to go. Sasser's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Young for 3. Detroit with the rebound.
Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Pass to Lanier. Pistons passing it around. Here's Sasser, defended by Alexander Walker. Misses the 3. Young outside. Stewart against Kennard. It's a floater. Here's Alexander Walker. Robinson pulls it in. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Hawks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. On its way from Young for 2. The Hawks again can't hit. The Pistons shooting just 30% from the field here in the 4th. Pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And that's all about strength for Stewart. For him to be able to get the ball in the hoop while absorbing the foul.
Jones checked in for the Pistons.
At the line for 1.
One shot.
Free throw good, Stewart.
In a lot of ways, Isaiah Stewart reminds me of a player from an older era. He's got a more physical and fundamental game that he plays. Is a big who plays like a big.
Drains the three-pointer.
And a quiet first half from distance. Didn't even try a 3, but now he's 1 for 2 from deep in the second half.
Now, here's Stewart. Pass to Sasser. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for the Hawks. Now Young looking to get back on track here. And that one is good. Young's got 11 in the second half.
Nice work by Young. He can be a pest.
Outside Robinson. Stewart with the screen on Daniels. Robinson for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 8th rebound here tonight. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Sasser, defended by Young, to the middle. Here's Stewart, played in with a nice touch off the glass. Stewart's got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the inside. And there's another turnover by Atlanta. Detroit's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Holland. Outside Robinson. Here's Sasser, defended by Young. Sasser can't hit. Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Young past to Okongwu.
2 minutes.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Well, this is why you really got to hit Okongwu if you're going to foul him, or else he'll just power right through.
At the line for your Hawks, Onyeka Okongwu, shooting 1.
And that one misses.
Well, when you watch Onyeka Okongwu, he's a guy who rebounds, scores, improves his game, and he's still got a lot of room to grow.
Now, here is Robinson. Three-pointer. Sasser can't hit. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Pass to Rizichet. The kick out to Young. No good from outside.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And entering the final countdown, Game 4 effectively decided here, guys. This is just a tremendous accomplishment for the Pistons.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
The win tonight will bring the series to dead even at 2 games apiece, just what they had hoped for before the location changes again.
Just where they want to be. I mean, they fought hard, and boy, did they look great tonight and got the job done.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Cade Cunningham.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
2 on the clock. Sasser can't hit. Now, here is Young. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. This was a crucial game for him, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
And this series, I think, hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference Semifinals. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And now we present the player of the game, Cade Cunningham.